During my years in office, the Balkans were a major focus, but they were not the only arena where the rule of law was on trial. My worst day as Secretary of State came 15 years ago, on August 7, 1998, when terrorist explosions struck the American embassies in Kenya and Tanzania, killing hundreds of people. Within matters of days, we had captured several suspects who led us to believe that Osama bin Laden was behind the attacks. The question for us was whether to consider this a law enforcement matter demanding a judicial response or a military attack in which the use of armed force was justified. We decided it was both. We went ahead and prosecuted the conspirators we had in custody, but we also launched a cruise missile strike at terrorist training camps in Afghanistan, failing to hit bin Laden, we think, by only a matter of hours. At the same time, we sought international help in identifying and freezing terrorist funds, and we used a combination of law enforcement and intelligence to try to prevent further attacks. It is indeed a coincidence that yesterday in Libya, Libi was captured, and it is very clear that we always need to hold people accountable. And as Secretary Kerry has said, people cannot hide from us and the law. So I think that there will be additional questions. I've just been listening to the TV. Some of the Libyans are saying that this was a kidnapping, so this obviously will lead to additional questions and a lot of issues that we all deal with. After 9/11 and in the years since, the threat posed by violent extremist groups has been a subject of urgent global concern, which some perceive in wholly religious terms. But this confrontation is not about beliefs, it's about behavior. The law does not care what people think. The law cares what people do. And when terrorists fly airplanes into buildings or blow up a subway train or plant explosives in the middle of a crowd during the Boston Marathon, they're trying to destroy the very idea of law. We cannot let them succeed. Our task collectively is to ensure that the guilty are held accountable, but to do so in a way that upholds the principles upon which the rule of law is rightly based. We should also be careful about using such popular but problematic terms as the global war on terror. I say this because it's hard to wage war against a noun, and because terrorists want nothing more than to be considered warriors when in fact they are murderers, and I, for one, do not wish to do them any favors.